everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I am here with another diamond painting review, start to finish, on Impressionist Sky from Diamond Art Club and Yuumei. This is part of a kind of kit up palooza I'm currently going through where I'm wanting to start a bunch of different diamond paintings, and I thought that I would also just see how many of these I could do review videos where you get to see the unboxing and then my review of it actually completed. So that's what we're going to do with this one today. So this artwork really has been calling my name, but also fits with this sort of loose theme that I've been doing for 2026 called the Year of Men. I am just so incredibly taken with this artwork. Recently saw a picture of someone having completed it and thought, okay, yeah, it's time. Let's work on that one. So it's 66 by 55.8 centimeters, which I'm hoping is not going to feel like a really big kit, though we do have some square drills here that'll give us hopefully a nice level of detail. Very colorful, 83 colors, including 2 ABs, 4 fairy dust, and around 59,000 diamonds in this one. Let's open this up. I may skim over some of the parts of how I normally do a DAC unboxing, just because it's a slightly different format, I guess, with it being an unboxing and review. I hope that's okay, but we'll see how this goes. If you're new to the craft, I have some how-to videos linked below. You could take a look and see some demos and that sort of thing. And if you're new to DAC, to Diamond Art Club, I do have a 20% off discount code you can use. It is just my name, Katie, Katie, and the number 20. That is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it. No pressure. Super quick look at their toolkit. They do have some nice upgrades compared to your run-of-the-mill toolkit out there. First, we have their twist and pick pen, which comes preloaded with wax, and you just give it a twist to get the wax to start coming out the end. And if you run out of the wax that's already in there, you could twist it back. I could see it there, so you can't really see it. There we go. You could twist it the opposite direction. They give you some extra wax you can load in there, along with some of their classic pink cart wax if you prefer. You can also use either of these in the multi-placer end. It comes with a 4-placer that it's removable. And they also give you a 7-placer you could pop in there if you would prefer. Got some baggies. You could store some leftover diamonds in these. And then the tray is my favorite of their toolkit upgrades. It is much bigger than a standard tray. It holds a lot of diamonds, which if you like to multi-place like me, is a must. It also comes with a removable stopper and a sliding lid, and is stackable. It's got cutouts at the top and bottom, so you can kit up into these, stack a bunch of them on top of each other, and work that way if you would like. Now let's see what our treasure quest card is and our stickers. Let's cross our fingers. Do we get silver? Oh my gosh, how perfectly does that match this artwork? Yay! So treasure quest cards. In brief, these are part of a secondary rewards program and a pretty collectible. Each of these cards that I drop all the time, is going to have a rank. Bronze is by far the most common. I've gotten a lot of bronze lately, so this is a happy surprise. They have silver, gold, and black, also with black being the rarest. And once you have enough of the different combinations of cards, you can redeem them. There's a scratch off redemption code here, and there's the treasure quest card part of the website. You can redeem them for things like gift cards or even a custom diamond painting. And I do have a video explaining that process and demoing it if you're interested. Some helpful stuff on the inside of this envelope. They have a Facebook group. They have an app. Check those out for good resources. Here is this stunning original artwork. Oh my gosh. He's just so dreamy. It's giving very anime, but that's very typical with Yuumei. 83 colors. Okay, so I'll have to get creative with my storage. This is a lot of colors for this kit. Diamond Art Club gives you a set of pre-cut sticker labels. We got the DMC code printed in the right-hand column. It comes from the DMC brand of floss, like in cross stitch. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Special drills at the end of the list. We got fairy dust starting with Z, AB starting with AB. 6000s range colors, which we have several. Those are going to be colors that are not in the DMC color code system, but are colors that Diamond Art Club created to let them match the original artwork more closely in diamond painting form. Since DAC makes all their drills in-house, they can make colors to fill gaps in the DMC color code system. And so they've done that. So there's some color families that are a little more limited. I freaking love this so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. I'm so ready. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. This looks so good. I can't wait. I'll tell you what, Yuumei's artwork, a lot of it is my taste. It's not all my taste. And then some of it is like just perfect. perfection. Absolute perfection. Okay, quick tour of the canvas and the features. So branding and all that good stuff at the top. Canvas material, soft, nice weight to it, good to diamond paint on. Let's check the glue. Okay, decent glue. This is pretty sticky glue. I keep trying to figure out if their glue is getting thinner. Maybe a tiny bit less sticky. I don't know, you guys. This is the test I always do. It's the finger test. It's still there. I don't know. Anyway, clear, thick plastic cover, lines along the perforations. You get perforated sections if you want to work within those dedicated areas. I ignore those. I like to work in my own size sections, but they're there if you want to use them. Legend on either side. Title, size, and copyright. This is legally licensed artwork like all of DAC's pieces. That means Yuumei has both given permission for the use of this artwork by Diamond Art Club and is being compensated for it. Here we've got their socials and another discount code, and your kit comes with a lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original person that purchased your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which includes things like if you were to run out of a drill color or have other issues with your canvas, you can contact customer support and they can take you from there. So this looks like it has a decent amount of confetti in some of these like areas towards the bottom. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area. You'll be doing more single placing and changing out the color in your tray more often. But I did see that we have a lot of color blocking in this background in the sky. So color blocking is where you have big chunks like you see here of the same color in a small area. So get ready to multi-place, have that color in your tray for longer, and it will go a bit faster. So this is going to have a decent mix of both. It's more color blocking heavy than I feel like we usually see from Yuumei. And that's probably one of the reasons that I'm not intimidated by it, honestly. The overall just effect of this artwork is so pretty. I cannot wait to see this come to life. Yeah, love all the color blocking I'm seeing back here. Okay, let's look at the drills. I want to see what our colors look like. Take a look at our special drills and all that good stuff. All right, there's our color palette. Yeah, a little more neutral. Those bursts of color in the middle are going to be really pretty. Right away, we have our first special drill, Z517. This is a fairy dust color, and fairy dust diamonds have what looks like a fine glitter coating brushed on the top that gives them a pearlescent, shimmery effect. It's more subtle than ABs, which are the other type of special drill in this kit. Personally, this is my favorite kind of special drill. I like the darker color of fairy dust because the glittery effect does pop just a little bit more. So I'll be really interested to see where that particular one goes. These are not in DMC order. Rather, they're roughly in order of weight or the amount of diamonds. Oh, here's our next special drill, Z3823. So we have another fairy dust color. And you can see with this lighter color, it is more subtle, but it does still have that shimmery look to it for sure. And yes, we are definitely going to go through and find where these special drills are in the kit after we're done looking at these colors. So, or all the drills. So there's one of our 6000s range colors. That particular shade of purple apparently does not exist in the DMC. But Diamond Art Club made it. Same with the shade of brown. So yes, these are rough. Hold on. As soon as I start to say it, another special drill. Here's our first AB. This is AB 3078. Now AB stands for Aurora Borealis. And these have a really sparkly iridescent coating on the top that is going to grab your eye and draw it to the areas that has been charted. And it kind of gives off a couple of other different colors. It's not just that base color. So definitely going to pop a bit more than fairy dust diamonds do. And then here's our next AB. It's 5200. We've got a white AB. This is like a classic. You'll see this in a lot of kits. It's like a good old standby. Okay. Yes, these are not in DMC order. What I'm going to do when I go to kit this up is I will probably grab my storage containers that have a variety of sizes and probably start with the smallest amount and work my way up to the biggest, because then I can see what can I fit in the smallest sizes and so on and so forth. So here's our next fairy dust. It's a peachy color, Z3341. And which storage system do I want to use? You're getting my stream of consciousness. I'm like, what do I have that would fit 83 colors and has a decent number of containers to it? I will have to go see. I could use Elizabeth Ward storage in a pinch, but like I said, I'm in this mood to kit up a ton of projects all at once. And so I think I'm gonna have to be a little bit strategic about it. So I will report back on what I land on. Don't we have one more special drill maybe? Yes, we have at least this one. Okay, yeah, this is our last one. We have Z743. This is a pale yellow. We have a lot of these kind of paler yellow colors. This one's, I think, a little bit darker than the other yellow fairy dust. We have a little straggler in the mix too. And then here is the end. So I'm gonna try something different this time around. I think I'm not gonna go through and point out all the special drills right now because you're going to see this completed. I can tell you where the special drills go and point it out after there's drills down. And I think that will maybe be more helpful. If you disagree, please tell me. I mean it. Tell me in the comments if you like in these start to finish videos me pointing out where the special drills go on the canvas before I put drills down, or if you like how I'm going to try it this time, which is where I just point them out once the canvas is complete. So that said, I may have some clips to insert here along the way, but it is more likely that we're going to go straight from this into you guys seeing this kit completed. Very curious to see how long it takes me from when I'm recording this because I'm doing this whole different approach today. So yeah, wish me luck, you guys. I will be back with Impressionist Sky. Okay, I'm back, and I just would like to sit and stare at this completed kit for a while. I love so much about how this kit turned out. Oh my gosh, this turned into what I jokingly referred to as my favorite child of my like 7 kits I had going for the 26 for 26 challenge. Which I think I talked about in the unboxing part of this video. It's like a month later, and my memory is, as many of you know, just really not good. So I don't remember exactly what I covered. And could I have watched that back before I recorded this? I could have. Did I? I did not. So let's just talk about it. This is Impressionist Sky by Yuumei and is completed, and this word gets so overused, so I apologize, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. I feel like this is truly just a stunning diamond painting, an absolutely beautiful piece of artwork. Sorry about the glare that we got going on over here. This is so beautiful. It's not okay. This is going to be probably one of my favorite kits I finished this year. I think it's just breathtaking. The way that it turned out ultimately, I think it's perfect. I think it matches Yuumei's original artwork so beautifully and translates so well. The colors in it, the whole sort of feel of it all. Yeah, you guys could tell I could just glaze this painting forever. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's talk how I kind of rated things and how I broke things down. This is my paper logbooks where I track the diamond paintings that I work on. I like to make notes, and I like being able to flip through and go, okay, here's the different kits that I worked on and how I rated different things. So let's see. This one, Impressionist Sky, 66 by 55.8 centimeters, 83 colors, pretty colorful. Finished this on the 19th, and this was finish number 17 for the year. I give this one a 6 out of 10 for confetti, an 8 out of 10 for enjoyment. This would have been higher except for one particular issue we'll talk about, and then around 59,000 diamonds in it. And yeah, favorite child. This is the original artwork again, you guys. I think there's just something in particular about Yuumei's artwork that translates really well, especially with how Diamond Art Club renders their kits, and this really was no exception at all. Now, I should go ahead and give a small disclaimer that I am extremely biased in favor of this one in particular because while I didn't consciously set out to work on this kit because it matched a particular like hyperfixation I ended up having, it just worked out that way. And this doesn't give any spoilers, I don't think, to say as much, because in the summary for this game it literally tells you about this character called the Paintress. But this just very, very, very loosely I could headcanon as like fan art for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I do not believe at all that that's how Yuumei intended this piece for a number of different reasons, but it just so happened to fit, and I've been really next level, pun intended, I guess, into this video game for the better part of a couple of months now. So that was one reason I think I was so excited about every time I worked on this piece and loving every bit of it. So let me try to now break it down to more objectively. What was it like to work on this kit, and what do I think about how it turned out? I think that it had a lot of good quality materials, with one exception that we'll talk about. I thought the canvas was good. I thought that the symbol clarity was good. I thought that the drills overall were really good. I did, because this was a more colorful kit, I did organize my drills this time. Typically, if it has like 60 colors or less, I'll just leave them in DMC order. But particularly because I had to use 2 storage containers, this wasn't practically speaking going to fit into just one. I ended up doing all my letters and numbers in this storage container over here. And then this, I still organized kind of roughly by symbol. I did like the ones that had dots in them, the like, you know, suits, the arrows, the lines, you know, that kind of thing. It just worked for my brain. I kind of knew where to go to look for various diamonds. This kit's special drills, I remember right from the unboxing part of this, I didn't go through and point out to you in the unboxing where the special drills go. So let me show you that now. My favorite of the special drills, and the one that I think, yeah, you can even see from further back, is there's a dark blue fairy dust. And that was throughout the dark blue in the sky here, and I thought was so stunning. Those darker colored fairy dust colors just work so well. I think they have such a pretty effect. We also had a yellow AB and a yellow fairy dust, which is kind of in some of these yellow shades. And you can see, so there's a white AB in the mix there too. So white AB, yellow fairy dust. And what was that one? That was like a peachy fairy dust, if I remember right. Yeah. Where was that one? Up here, right? Yeah. Okay. And then there's this like peachy fairy dust. The lighter color fairy dust are a little more subtle typically. And then we had the ABs and fairy dust kind of in like the outlines like of our painter. This also worked for my Year of Men, which is the theme I thought was going to be more prevalent this year, but this year keeps just kind of throwing curveballs at me, and I'm finding myself reaching for different kinds of kits that I expected, and I'm not mad about it. But yeah, so did get our Year of Men fix here. And yeah, so I thought the special drills were nice. It's in the birds as well going up. There's the yellow fairy dust and the yellow AB, sometimes the white AB, and that just gives them some extra sparkle, which to me makes a lot of sense to have that extra bit that's going to draw your eye to them. It makes sense to me for what the artwork is. So that's the special drill placement. The drill quality and the drill field I thought were solid to work with. I was able to, especially these areas with multi-placing, I feel like they ended up looking pretty neat. Not perfect, but pretty neat. And I was able to just multi-place, kind of zip through those areas, which was nice. The main thing that brought the enjoyment rating down on this one, and that I have to talk about, and I want to talk about, of course, is that I finally, for better or worse, ran into the glue issue that I've been hearing a lot of you guys mention. And I did grab some video I'm going to send over to DAC just to let them know. I think that at this point they probably are well aware and hopefully have addressed this issue, but I'm still going to go ahead and be like, hey, just so you know, like I also did run into this. And that was where it just felt like the glue, I don't know if it was the glue or the diamonds, just they I don't know, it was slippery. The glue was a little slippery. The drills just didn't want to, when I would place them, necessarily stick super well. But here's the weird thing about it, is that now that they're down, they're not falling off. They're not going anywhere. I have rolled this up and unrolled it multiple times because I was working on it in a rotation with 6 other kits. So I was constantly rolling this up, tossing it on top of my, cupboard with, just not babying it at all. And not once did a diamond fall off. So it was like once it was down, it set and it was down. Like they're not falling off now. But when I would go to place them, every once in a while, it was like the drill didn't want to come off of it. But the main thing that I noticed was that was a difference for me from other kits was that if I had like a line of 5 or 6 drills laid down, and I just wanted to shift them slightly. Just like normally I could press on slightly on the end of the one diamond and the whole row would just move a little bit. But if I tried that on this canvas, most of the diamonds would just like pop into the air. Like they just popped right off the canvas. So I have a hard time pinpointing exactly what the potential difference or issue here was. But what I'm saying is that I noticed a difference from past kits that I worked on. And I feel like it was similar to what I've heard some of you guys describe. So I have to mention that did affect my enjoyment of this kit a bit and is not what I have personally come to expect from working on a DAC kit. So like I said, I would guess at this point that it has been addressed, but the kicker is that when stuff does get fixed, that it could take time for that to like show in the production and stuff. But I don't know. I don't work customer service. I don't work behind the scenes at DAC. I just sometimes do get sent kits for sneak peeks. But I actually bought this one, and they never even so much as hinted us that they want us to work on the kits. It's just like I wanted to because I loved this artwork. So anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. This still, in spite of all that, I just felt like brought me so much joy to work on. I was so excited whenever it was this one's turn in my rotation. The way that I've been doing this 26 for 26 challenge is having multiple whips going, not 26. I had 7 at my topmost so far. And I would do a row on one kit and then put it up and then get the next one in the lineup and do a row on that one and then put it up and then get the third one, do a row on that one, put it up, you get the idea. So this one I ultimately split into 4 rows this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, I was just always happy when it was time to work on this one. So, oh man, this one I really, really loved Impressionist Sky quite a lot. Now I'm guessing that it is out of stock. Depending on when you watch this, I don't know if it'll get discontinued. I truly have no idea. But if it is out of stock and you're hoping to catch a restock for it, I would strongly suggest signing up for a back in stock notification as well as adding it to your wish list. DAC has said in the past that they do look at those kinds of numbers to try to determine when and which and how many of kits to restock. So I definitely recommend doing that. And barring that, you could always check in destash groups, but try not to overpay for stuff. Some people like to list stuff for crazy prices, and usually if you hold out, you can get a reasonable price on a thing. I think that's all I have to say about this one, you guys. This is, like I said, I really strongly suspect going to be one of my favorite finishes for this year. I'm sad it's over. That's how I know that I really loved it. I would just love to do it all over again because it made me so happy, and I just think the colors are lovely. The whole just sort of the way Yuumei draws people and scenes just like speaks to my soul. So yeah, this was a good one, you guys. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I've got a whole post review playlist where I have reviewed a ton of different companies over the years, and you could take a look if there's a particular shop you're interested to see if I reviewed. I'm trying to get to a lot more this year too. There's a lot of new shops that have popped up, so stay tuned for those. I also do unboxings and tutorials and how-tos. It's all diamond painting all the time here. I also do weekly whip and chats if you want some company while you're crafting. But I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. I really look forward to hearing your thoughts below. I hope you're doing very well. Happy crafting, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.